EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And going right back to Walker. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Not the best to start here. We know they're on a 2-game skid. 3 and out, that's not what they had drawn up.
Not even close, and now what you're asking your defense to do is pick you up. And they've had to do that, I'm sure, during this losing streak. Hopefully you've got one of those confident defenses that says, we'll take care of that. Hopefully you'll get back on track soon.
21 yards, well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now Gino on 1st down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Christian Matthew makes the stop.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. 6-0 our score after 1. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding Walker complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They go play action now. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific out.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Jackson to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on a 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that
There he goes, left side.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And finally marked down at the 23. First down now, but that clock rolling. They run again with Walker. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Throwing now is Geno. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Smith on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
A little short one there, caught by Likely. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
At the 47-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. Sheds off the tackle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And this one's incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
From the gun on third down, Jackson.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Throwing is Smith.
Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, There's a premium for all of that now.
Now Gino. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Running right, here's Walker. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Smith.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown Ravens.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Ravens will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. And just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Now it's Smith. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's had on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
And Walker has it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Again, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba.
Up the middle they run. it's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The last two plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Up the middle, here's Walker. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Brent Urban there to get him down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the gun, here's Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And Smith here, an audible at the line. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Travis Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second down, goal to go. Out of the gun, Smith. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Smith to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with the offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Myers' kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock. And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And he has the Ravens 1st down, and it would appear going to be the one to do it.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore